Sister said she wasn't a big fan of McDonald's, but I am, because I'm used to good service and good food. And what was worse about that is that down in my country we don't have the same food as you guys have here, so I was like super excited about that.
I touched my hair an awful lot in this video, and I have been made aware of that, so you don't have to remind me of it on the comments below every second. Thank you very much, enjoy regardless.
Hello everyone, what is up? It's Ariana and I'm back with a new video. I want to start this by saying that in my last video it looked like fucking shit and I wanted to do it all over again, but I decided I was not going to because I have to deal with it. I'm ugly as fuck, 1 and 2. I put so much emotion into that video that I did not want to do it again. I ruined it. So yeah, in my last video I said I was gonna talk about McDonald's today and I was gonna do a story time. So today, that's what we're gonna do. But okay, yeah. I went to the States to visit my sister. She lives in Naples. And I stayed for like a month and a half. And at the very beginning of the month I had been going to McDonald's everywhere, like in Miami, and I went in Orlando. I had been eating in McDonald's all throughout Florida. So what happened is that this particular day we woke up and we were gonna go grocery shopping and we decided to go to Walmart. We wanted to go to Walmart because Walmart had this little McDonald's inside and we wanted to grab a snack because we were too lazy to do something at home, let's be real. So yeah, we decided to go to McDonald's that day, and there was my sister, my brother, my nephew, and I had been ordering the same thing for weeks. Meaning I was so in love with the artisan grilled chicken and I loved it. And there is something that is something that we do not have here in Peru, so I was excited to have it. It was just so good and I was having it over and over again and I didn't get enough of it. So that particular day we go and I decided I was gonna order an artisan grilled chicken. So yeah, just like any other day. And so we're there, we're ordering, we're in the line. There was one guy in the kitchen, one lady that was a cashier, and then this girl that seemed younger than both of the guys was standing there behind the cashier, wearing this shirt in a different color. I think it was turquoise, and yeah, so she was standing there and we assumed it was the manager. Basically, my sister ordered first. She ordered a Happy Meal for my nephew and a sandwich. I don't remember what sandwich it was, but it was something with no pickles. It was my turn, and let me tell you this, my sister stood besides me and she did not get the cups for the sodas, which was fine because I was ordering and she was like, yeah, you finish and I'll just, you know, tell the lady that she did not give me the cups. Came up to her and she just looks at me and she is like tapping the counter. And so I go, oh, so should I order? You're not gonna say hi to me. Okay, so can I have an artisan grilled chicken? And so she goes, she just types in and then she goes, ranch, barbecue, and mayo, I think she said, I don't know. And so I go, excuse me? So she goes, ranch, barbecue, mayo. She repeat herself. So I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I want ranch. She didn't tell me anything at all. She just kept typing. And so she goes, next. And I'm like, that's it? Like, that's it? Seriously? Obviously I had paid and all, but I was just, okay. So I stood next to my sister. Again, she did not give me the cups. And then my brother was behind me. So my brother starts ordering yada yada yada, and we're still standing there. And I'm like, I don't have the cups. I tell my sister in Spanish. So my sister goes, yeah, me neither. We're doing that. The lady, the cashier goes, oh, you guys speak Spanish. Why didn't you tell me? And so we're just, you know, in a group, and then we turn around and we're like, we didn't know you spoke Spanish. Okay, just because you look like you might be something, it's just, I think it's rude to assume that you are Hispanic or you're American or you're something by the way you look. I hate that people assume that I'm something by the way I look. So I did think she was Hispanic, but I did not want to talk to her in Spanish because there's some Hispanic people that just don't speak Spanish. Like, okay, I'm just talking English because we're in America and everyone talks English here, right? So I just, you know, talked to her in English. And so she goes, why didn't you tell me? I do not speak English. And I was like, so yeah, this happened in Spanish, right? My sister goes, hey, we don't have the cups, I'm sorry. And so she goes, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. So she gives us the cups, and my sister goes, yeah, that's okay, I understand, you're super busy, whatever. We were joking around with her, it was just fine, it was just cups, whatever. Okay, so we left, and we went back to find seats, whatever. We were just sitting there waiting for our order. And when we get cold, And my sister goes to pick up everything, and we were just there with my nephew. And so she comes back with her orders. We're gonna start eating or whatever. And when I open up my sandwich, the artisan grilled chicken was artisan raw chicken. Okay, the chicken was pink, and so I was like, no, I don't. What? No. And so I told my sister, hey, is this raw or is it sweet? Like, is this supposed to be like that? She's like, that's raw. And I'm like, fuck. So she goes like, okay, I'm just gonna go tell the lady for you. I'm like, okay, thank you. So she goes to the counter again, and she goes like, hey, I'm sorry, just ordered another grilled chicken, and it's raw. It's kind of like pink, and we were just wondering if you could fry it a little bit more. And so the cashier just stares at her, and she's like, and the cashier goes back into the kitchen, and she comes out with the thermometer in her hand, and she goes, oh fuck, I almost dropped my phone. And she goes, my thermometer says 130 degrees. And my sister was standing there with a sandwich like, okay, but can you fry it a little more? And she goes, but my thermometer says 130 degrees, and we're supposed to fry everything in 130 degrees. And so if it's fried in 130 degrees, then it means it's okay. And so my sister was like, I'm sorry, really? Like, have you seen the sandwich? And she's like, she kept telling her that her thermometer said 130 degrees. And so my sister at this point, she lost it. And she goes, hey, okay, I don't care what your thermometer says. It's common sense. The chicken is pink, which means it's raw. Can you fry it or not? She did not say anything. She just took the sandwich away from my sister. And so she goes back into the kitchen, and holy shit, this is the disgusting part. The lady, literally, this is the sandwich. She picked it up with her hand. She wasn't wearing gloves or anything. She picked it up with her hand. She opened the sandwich. She took the chicken out and put it on a fry, or the pan, or however you want to call it. She started frying, and my sister was like, So, yeah, she was chopping the chicken. She was not frying it like, you know, turning it around. No, she was chopping the chicken. And so she finished doing whatever she was doing. She takes that, puts it back into the sandwich, and goes back to my sister. And she goes, there, we chopped it so that you see it's fried. And so my sister just looks at it and goes like, okay, thank you. And she leaves, and then she gives it to me, and she goes, I'm sorry, I tried my best, but I tried eating that. I fucking tried, because I didn't want to be a bitch. So I take it out. I was gonna chew, and I'm like, it literally, guys, it looked like someone already chewed it for me. I regret so much that I did not take a picture of that sandwich. It literally looked that someone had already chewed it for me, and I just looked at it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. So I bite in the sandwich, and I was like, no. So I realized at that moment that the chicken did not have the sauce. So I'm like, oh, but I remember she gave me ranch. So I opened up the bag, and there was no ranch. There was barbecue. Now, there's nothing wrong with having barbecue. I like barbecue, but I wanted ranch. And I mean, that's okay with me, like if I have ranch or barbecue. But what if someone was like allergic to barbecue, or did not want barbecue at all, and they got barbecue? So I was like, should I go complain? No, okay. I will not eat the sandwich because it's disgusting. I put it aside, and I took the barbecue out. I started eating the fries with that. So while I'm at it, my sister opens up her sandwich finally, because she could not eat because of the whole complaining thing. So she opens up her sandwich, and she's like about to bite in, and she says pickles. And she specifically said no pickles. So she's like, fuck. She opens up the sandwich, starts taking the pickles out, because she's like, I'm not gonna go complain anymore. I'm just pissed off. I do not want to talk to her. I'm like, that's okay. I'm sorry that happened. And so she just closes her sandwich and starts eating, which it's okay. She just doesn't like pickles. But again, what if she was allergic? She had to eat her sandwich with pickles leftovers. And so she ate that. And while we're doing that, I'm like, okay. So I start playing with my nephew. And when he's finally hungry, I take the nuggets out, and he's eating them. And at some point, obviously, he gets thirsty. So I'm like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna give you the apple juice, because the Happy Meal came with apple juice or milk, I think, or like chocolate milk or something. I'm trying to look for the apple juice. There was no apple juice anywhere. So I'm like, there's no apple juice. Are you sure this came with apple juice? And she's like, yeah, it should come with apple juice. So we take the ticket out, and it says Happy Meal, nuggets, apple juice. I'm like, fuck. So we take that and we go to the counter. I go to the counter and I'm like, hi, sorry. And nobody was paying attention to me. The cashier did not want to look at me anymore. And so I was just standing there for like 10 good minutes. And then the manager who was standing there, she's like, yeah, can I help you? And I'm like, yes, I'm sorry to bother you, but I did not have the apple juice. I mean, it did not come with the Happy Meal. And she's like, oh yeah, don't worry. So she takes the apple juice and gives it to me. And I'm like, thank you, that was nice. So I go back to my place. My nephew had it, yada yada yada. But at this point, my sister was just so done with it, and she's like, I'm gonna call someone. What? And so we're looking for a number, and we find a number in the cup, and she's like, I'm gonna dial that number. So we dial that number, and she talks to someone, and this someone tells her like, oh, someone else is gonna call you, like the manager or someone from, I don't know, but someone's gonna call you, and they're gonna want you to explain the story, like everything that happened. She's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. So someone else calls her, right? We were still at a restaurant, by the way, or not at a restaurant, we're still at McDonald's. So someone calls her, and she's like, yeah, so this happened. So she's explaining what happened, and just while she is at it, this other family comes in, they're ordering, and then I hear yelling and complaining, and I'm like, what's going on? So I turn around, and they were complaining about this same sandwich that I ordered. And I don't know exactly what happened. I think they gave her the wrong order or something, but she was telling her like, I did not want her to order chicken. And the cashier was telling her like, this is everything you can order from here. And she was like, I know what I can order. I did not order this. And so I was like, oh my god, what's going on? And my sister was on the phone, and she was like, yeah, what? Hang on a minute. Just as I'm telling you this, there's someone else complaining about the same sandwich. And I don't know what the lady told her, but we were like, shit, this McDonald's is a mess. So we were like, fuck, let's just finish this and go grocery shopping. We did not come for this. So we finished eating. Just as we're leaving, another family comes in. They were complaining, and we're like, okay, fuck it. So we just leave, and when we're on our way home, we grocery shopped, whatever. And when we're on our way home, someone called from her phone, and they were like, hi, you called a few minutes ago. You were complaining about something that happened in this restaurant, yada yada yada. We wanted to know the address to that restaurant, and if you can tell us what you ordered. Now I'm left grossed out because I couldn't even eat my sandwich, and the lady was just, she was so rude, and she gave us an attitude. And so that same day, I just get home, and I filmed a vlog actually about this. And I'm gonna put a little bit of it in by the end probably. And you already saw a clip in the beginning. She gave me a raw sandwich. She put pickles on my sister's sandwich, which, what if my sister was allergic to that? We are paying our money to have something that we actually want. There was no apple juice in the Happy Meal my nephew ordered, or not my nephew, but you know. And on top of that, she didn't give us the sauce we wanted, but the fact that they have these kind of people working in McDonald's, and I mean, I'm not gonna go with a bad image of McDonald's in general, or the people that work here in general. So yeah, that was from that blog. And so after that, we just got home, and I tweeted McDonald's. I went to get an artisan grilled chicken, and instead I got artisan raw chicken and added to from the cashier. And so McDonald's replies to me, and they go, can you call this number? So I called them, and they go, I'm sorry for what happened. We already heard the story. We're gonna send you a gift card for everything that you ordered that day, for the Happy Meal, the nuggets, because my brother ordered nuggets, for the sandwiches, whatever. And so they're like, we're gonna send you a gift card. It's amazing, honestly, but I'm leaving in like 2 days, and I don't know how much that gift card is gonna take, but I do appreciate the gesture. And they go like, oh, but I mean, you can use it whenever you want. Like, if you come back, you can use it. It's gonna last forever. You're just gonna have to go and yada yada yada. I'm like, okay, thank you so much. That means a lot. And so she goes, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that she didn't apologize. I'm apologizing on her behalf. I'm like, thank you so much. I really did appreciate that, because that was my money wasted. I did not eat anything. I was hungry as fuck. I basically had a bad morning, and so yeah, I appreciated that. I got a text from my aunt 2 weeks after I got to Peru, and she's like, hey, your gift card arrived. And I'm like, hey, you can use it if you want, because I don't know where I'm gonna come back. It's been like half a year already, and I don't know where I'm gonna come back. I don't know if I'm going back, but yeah, so that's basically what happened. That was my McDonald's story time, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you want me to do more story times like this. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you get a notification every time we upload a video. And come back next week, because you'll be seeing me next Friday, and you'll see Leni on Monday. You guys, the moral of the story is, you gotta give courage to something that happened at McDonald's. I love you. Mwah. Bye.